greenhouse gases, deforestation, plastic. Our planet is dying because of us. Humans. We are the problem. In 9 years' time, the consequences will be permanent. There are facts everywhere about climate change. Glaciers disappearing, species becoming extinct. Our planet is becoming hotter and hotter. In time, diseases will become widespread and death will follow. What will it take for us to sit up, listen, and act? For a long time, society has minimised individuals that have come out with wild statements about the possibility of global warming. In 1896, Svante Arrhenius stated that doubling the atmospheric carbon dioxide would increase Earth's temperature by 5 to 6 degrees Celsius. 40 years later, Guy Callender proved this theory by presenting data showing that both the carbon dioxide levels and the overall temperature of the Earth had increased significantly over the past 50 years. Still, we didn't listen. So here we are, 100 years down the track, in a global crisis. So, let's go over some basic science. Our planet is perfect. It happens to be just the right distance away from the sun so we don't fry and we don't freeze. We have this fancy phenomenon called an ecosystem that relies on being in balance. It is where plants, animals, and organisms, along with weather and landscape, support one another to form a bubble of life. But now, as the climate changes, the balance is upset and the bubble may just pop. 114 years ago, humans invented this clever substance called plastic. In 1946, chemist Earl Tupper created lightweight, non-breakable plastic containers. By the 1950s, Tupperware became a worldwide craze. The slogan stated that their products have a lifetime guarantee for lasting beauty and utility. Ironically, they were right. Plastic takes an astonishing 450 years to biodegrade. So, every plastic item ever made, including all of Dr. Tupper's products, still remain on this earth. Not only do they confuse and kill our wildlife that think plastic is food, in heat and sunlight, plastic releases potent greenhouse gases. But plastic isn't the only culprit. We know that animals we farm for food contribute hugely too. So that's your milk on your Weet-Bix, butter for your bread, your lavish lamb rack, and everything in between. If it is an animal product, it is playing a part in destroying our planet. For a moment, I want to take you on a journey crediting the Time magazine. It's 18 years from now. I am 30 years old. Quote, "The first thing that hits you is the air. It's hot and heavy. Your eyes water. Your cough never seems to disappear. No one knows what the future holds for their children and grandchildren. You try not to think about the 2 billion people who live in the hottest parts of the world, where for 8 weeks of the year, temperatures skyrocket to 60 degrees Celsius. Diseases such as malaria, dengue, cholera, respiratory illnesses, and malnutrition are rampant. There is a sense of unbearable guilt and fierce resentment at previous generations who didn't do what was necessary to ward off this unstoppable calamity." Unquote. Rewind now to the present time. How can I really make a difference to climate change? I'm only one person. Well, social scientists have found when one person makes a change to better the environment, others will follow. Reuse your plastic products. Buy your Tupperware second-hand. Consider dairy-free products. You could try cutting back on your meat consumption. Maybe try a meat-free meal. Use local produce. Even better. There are millions of recipes online at your fingertips. Speaking of the internet, imagine if Googling could help save the planet. It sounds crazy, but it actually exists. Search engine ecosia.org is an incredible project that uses 80% of their profits from searches to plant trees. How cool is that? As of this morning, Ecosia have planted 132 million trees thanks to its users. If you're looking for an effortless, costless change to make right now, this is it. Ecosia. Spell eco and see it like the singer. Do it right now. Just imagine all those trees. To conclude, in the words of Greta Thunberg, quote, "I want you to act as if your house is on fire," because it is.